What's up, everybody? I'm back, and I wasn't gonna do the video today. I was gonna wait another day, but I was watching the Uncle Tom video, and I think I'm about halfway through, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this now. It kind of gave me a little bit of motivation, and so here I am. I just paused it, and I'm at my laptop doing another video. Um, Also, I want to be clear about a few things because, like I said, I'm just doing this as I go, and I want this to be as real as possible. And there's no real agenda here. But these videos at this time of recording will not be published. But once I get the green light, because I'm going to really just say how I feel, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or say the wrong thing or, you know, um, hurt anyone close to me. So I'm going to wait for approval on everything and then kind of release everything at a time, a little at a time after that, just to make sure. And if I don't, then I won't do this at all. I'll delete everything. Point is, this is just what I'm going to do. Um, on the last video, I said something about, like, how we were changing our lives around during this corona, how we soaked things in and turned it around, and now we're building a house. Like, we weren't like hurting beforehand, and I'm not trying to like brag and say that we're rich or anything now, because we're not. I would just say that to give everyone a better idea of what I meant is, it's like we're learning, my fiance and I, because I feel like this is also very important. The fact that I have her, um, and we're on the same page, and on we're there on every level. I think that a lot of this has to do with the fact that we're learning how to make our money work for us instead of us work for it. So that's where we are now, and it's looking good for us and later down the road, but it took for us, to just go through life like everyone else does to figure that out. But we're all fine over here. um, and I also got on here today because um, in the video they were talking about the history of Democrats, and there's back and forth. You can find anything on the internet to say anything if you look for it hard enough, right? But a lot of people don't seem to understand that. So people would ask, well, what do you do to get um, the right information? And I think that a lot of people are lost or don't know their purpose in life or don't know why their life is chaotic because they're asking the wrong questions. I think it's like, it's not a, it's like, what makes you happy? What are you doing? And it's what you want. That's what you need to do. Um, has nothing to do with who's in office, the color of your skin, any of that. Um, the part that upset me, because it's very true, and um, I won't directly quote anyone, but what I'm saying won't be far off. I think you guys can, logical people or rational people can take what I'm saying and put, then 2 + 2 is 4, all day. But Ben Carson, right? I'll use him as an example. I'm gonna try to go straight to it to not drag this out. Um, Ben Carson. This dude is from the projects, right? This dude grew up in an area where these people that you see on TV that are like Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Um, I don't know if y'all just heard that notification. Um, but I think I'll just fix it. Like I said, I'm just winging this, but these are the type of people that are in neighborhoods that are similar to where Ben Carson has come from, right? And this dude was the first guy to do surgery on Siamese twins conjoined at the brain successfully, like nobody wanted to touch it. He did that as a black man. Like the stuff that this dude has accomplished, not just through education and all this. And when this man ran for president, white folks on TV, I'm gonna bring up racism right now because, like I said, I do believe racism exists, and I'm bringing up my point. I'm showing you my examples of racism, which I mentioned a lot in the last video, saying that, hey, I know racism exists, because a lot of people think that when you say someone's not racism, they just automatically take it as if you think racism does exist. No, it does. No one's saying that, right? Racism does exist, and I'm about to give you an example of the racism that I see. It's like on TV, Ben Carson, they making fun of the way he talk because he said, "I'm from the ghetto." He has this way he talk because he's awkward. People are awkward. Usually smart people, they kind of weird because they think a lot. I don't know. I'm not dissing them. Shit. Hey, we need them. They making fun of him. He not black enough. Like, what are his credentials for him to be appointed head of education? Things like that. Like, oh, now think about that. You got these white people on TV telling you that. Who are these people now when you think about that? It's like, okay, a black dude doing it big and they trying to put him down. That's racist. Racist as hell. But those are Democrats saying that. They're putting it out there. Joe Biden just said, hey, if you don't know who you're voting for between me and Trump, you're not black enough. That's racist, right? Ain't that what we complain about? Like, we always say, hey, they try to control us, manipulate us. I got my phone blowing up. It's like I'm real busy, but I'm still trying to do this as real and live as possible and just keep it going. I don't know if y'all hear these notifications or not. I apologize. But it's like, my daughter, she taking a nap. My fiance about to go get her wedding dress. Good stuff happening. So I'm just now in between time. Now that it's quiet, I'm just doing this right now. So it's like, why don't we know who these guys are? There's a few other guys they mentioned. I'm going to take notes when I go back and watch it. And then I'm going to come back with those names. But these guys, they showed videos and clips. And it's like, they're saying stuff that I feel like as a black person, we all would generally relate to. And when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, like, these are all conservative views. Like, again, I have gay friends, and I believe my son maybe, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm still at this point trying to get him to realize that, hey, it's okay, I still got you. But he's still trying to figure it out, and I get it. I'm gonna have to wait until he's ready to come to me, but I know that day gonna come. And if that's not the case, fine. But that's where, I think a lot of people are on the same page with this. I feel like it's a thing across the board. There's nothing about that. I don't care. What I'm just talking about, historically speaking, on the grand scheme of things, of how we are as black people, because people always talk about the culture. Uh, Homosexuality was not a thing that was just open and cool in the household. Leaving your family, like a man not being at home, providing for his family, the things that black men aren't doing now. Black men were working hard back then. It's frowned upon because maybe it came off of the back end of slavery. It's like, oh, we worked so hard all these years. So I don't know if there's this chip where everyone feels like because we worked so hard a long ago that we can't work hard now, or we shouldn't. But no, black men worked hard after slavery, and that was okay because people who work hard will get the results regardless of your color. I can't see these things that people are seeing. I'm speaking on behalf of other black people. Um, and I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying I don't care about black people. I'm not against black people or trying to get anyone white's approval. And it sucks because I'm about to marry a white woman, and it's like now the first thing, even though it's like people know me forever and know I think for myself, like I get into debates all the time. It's like, oh, you always want to debate. No, I just don't think like everybody. I think for myself. That's just me, and that it pisses people off. So it's like now I think this way because I'm with my white fiance and her family and this and that. And then I told that to my wife's my wife's dad, my future father-in-law, and he said, "Well, so what if we did? What if you did meet us? We talked to you, and it made sense to you, a grown man. I gave you a different perspective. You looked into it, and you felt like that was a better decision. So what? Something that you felt like was better for you." If you felt like it was worse for you and you didn't agree, then you wouldn't have done it. It's not like they made me change. He's like, you know what I mean? Like, if they feel like you being around us made you the way you are, then that says a lot about what they feel about you. That's not literally what he said to me that back end. That's just how I feel now. If anyone comes to me and tell me, I don't care who you are, mama, dad, sisters, brothers, family, friends, not friends, stranger. Somebody come to me and say that, Democrat, Republican, because like I said, none of that really matters, right? It's just who you are, how you treat people. And I've been told that by a lot of people, and they wonder why I don't talk to them now. Told, hey, oh, is it because you're with them that you feel this way now, or you think this way? One, that just tells me you didn't know who I was in the first place. And two, that means you think I'm weak enough to just go out and anybody can just convince me into something that I don't believe in. And people are afraid to just go against the grain. But I just feel like I have to say something and get some word out and just ramble about these issues, because it really hurts me to see black people in this state right now. And I'm losing people that are really close to me day by day. And I know things aren't the same because of these things. It's just not being, said. But I know what they are. Just my views aren't in line with your views, and so we just don't get along, and I'm the bad guy. And then when my life is different or gets different and keeps getting different, I won't say better or worse because I don't want people to say, oh, you feel like you're better. No, when my life gets different, then I'm told I think I'm better than someone. I didn't say that. You did. Um, I think it was R.P. Herman Cain, by the way, on the video. Herman Cain, or someone on the video, he was an older conservative. He's one of these guys whose names I'm going to bring up in the next video because I'm about to get back off and go finish this. I just had to throw this in there. This is a quick in-between video from my last. This is me rambling. Like I said, there's no structure. There's no plan. This is not a business. This is just me talking. And I don't know if this is even going to be published, but when it does, just know that this is way down the road. Like I'm thinking 2021 before I hit the go button. So that means this is, what is this? We're about to be in August of 2020. So if you won't see this until 2021 sometime. But I'm going to just play them. But it's still live, uncut, unedited. But this guy said he don't care when people call him Uncle Tom and all that. First of all, y'all need to really look into Uncle Tom and what that means and what that's about. But he said, you know, they call me all these things, but it don't matter. I just tell them, meet me at the bank and see whose bank account is better. And that ain't got nothing to do with him sucking up to white people. That's just his overall mentality and his views on life. They're different. It's not, let's be a victim. I can't do this because of this. If you work hard, you'll get it. Just think about it. It's black people on TV telling you every day that you can't do anything, but that person's successful. Jesse Jackson, all these people, they get paid on that. Jay-Z, he a sellout. I like his music. I try to separate things like R. Kelly. Yes, I listen to R. Kelly sometimes. I don't like him. I can't stand him, and I get mad at myself for listening to him. But every now and then, I'm going to play him. I might play him tonight now, because now I'm talking about, you know, that's just what it is. Live life, man. Don't be all uptight about every damn thing. Let's just talk. We know what it is, but we all in the same ship and we all got the same goals. We just being told we're different, but we're all the same, man. Y'all gotta cut it out. I don't know what y'all doing in Portland, man. Think about this. So look, I didn't know this. Portland hasn't been ran by a Republican since 1956. That's a long time ago. In Portland, I loved it. We just went there by accident. So I wanted to see, this is a little bit off topic, but this is why I'm bringing it up. I wanted to take my fiance out on her birthday to see Chris Brown, right? I thought he was going to be in Portland. It was like right up around her birthday, January 23rd, right? And so I got these tickets. I just booked it. I called her mom first. It's like, hey, I need a sitter. I'm trying to do this. She said, all right, if you can book it, I will do the babysitting. You know, she didn't know, having a clue. So I get there last minute. It's like Chris Brown and the quartets, whatever, something like that. So we out here. No Chris Brown. You know, Breezy, not whoever these folks was. I got my tickets back, my money back for the concert tickets, but we just kept the flight. We went out there, had a great time. But Portland is still you know what Trump says, a S-hole. It's still a shithole. I love Chicago, but it's still a shithole. They ran by Democrats. They've been ran by Democrats for a long time. And y'all keep putting them there. And y'all keep complaining. It's just like claiming the trash stink, but you just won't empty the trash can. Like, can't, you know, like what y'all doing? Think about that. I don't know. I feel like these are logical things that just like regular people, but now I'm starting to wonder if I'm crazy. Maybe that's what the problem. Maybe we crazy. I really try to understand, and I'm hoping somebody can help me and talk to me. I want to hear it and listen, but I'm not with the arguing. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to live my life. But I feel like I'm doing this because somebody gonna hear it, and I feel like anybody of my color, I'm not trying to be like pro-black, like all those people or whatnot, but I feel like as a black person, it's important to me, and I feel frustrated seeing black people suffering like this, and they're suffering because they are creating their own suffering, which really everyone, if you think about it, creates their own suffering in the grand scheme of things. But we're not suffering because we're black. We're suffering because people told you you're suffering because you're black, but you're not. And the idols they shove in our face are talking about. I love the music, Future, all these guys. Time to time I listen to it. It's good, but I take it for what it is and I leave it that. But some of y'all, I think it's like ingrained, like this is your culture, but it's not. It's entertainment, man. It's not cool to have baby mamas and this and that, and it's not. It's not cool to not take care of your kids, man or woman. It's okay to go out, have a party, do this and that. It's okay to invest as well. It's okay to be smart. It's okay to not want to go to a strip club or not want to drink too much or not be in the molly. That's okay as well. Like everybody just do what you do. But just understand there's a price to that. And you made it that way. You can't say that you don't endorse someone for whatever reason. It could be religion, like that thing with Chick-fil-A. If that's, look, man, I got asked, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave, man. I keep always saying it. Then I'm going, but I got asked, so you saying, Mike, if someone had a business and it's okay for them to say they don't want to serve black people, that that's okay, this and that. Look, if that's his business and whatever he served, right? A small business, whatever he served, and that's what he told me, I wouldn't have a fit and go to the news. I would just leave and never eat there. You know how many other places in this world take my money? I'm not going to waste my time and my energy that could be invested into my life and my family. You got to think about it. Every minute on this planet is worth something. What are you doing with that time? I wasted a lot of mine and I'm trying to get it back. And I'm hoping that this shit ain't a waste of my time either. I don't feel like it is because I don't know why I can't stop thinking about doing this, but I'm just going to do it. But just think for yourself. Turn the TV off. Get off Facebook, man. Just think. Look around your life every day. Most of y'all, especially y'all in Calumet City, ain't left Calumet City. I don't know what white people y'all talking about racist. When nobody white killed Dapo. I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but y'all know. Those who know, right? Just pointing it out because those who know me might come up and say something at some point if they see these videos, right? But everybody that's gonna have an issue, just think about our life in that area and any issue that we had. Who was it? It wasn't white folks. But I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and I got so much stuff to do, school, work, everything, but hope I don't get everybody upset, my own family and people out here while I'm just speaking my mind and putting it out there to the world, I guess, to some degree. I hope it doesn't get too big to like where it's a whole thing, because that's not what I want. I really just want to I don't know. I just feel like I just got to get the word out, man. And the right people that hear it, and maybe that'll be some type of change or something. I don't know. I don't have a lot of answers. I just going with the flow with this. And I've been told I should do it. I've been feeling like I should do it, and so I'm doing it. And the politics are gonna be the drive for everything, but it's not really gonna be all about politics. It's like more so to try to get you to realize that your own actions are what's affecting your life more than anything. And I'm going to use my own experiences as examples of my, that lead me to my views. And I'm pretty sure you'll understand that I'm not a bad person. I make mistakes just like everyone else. I live and learn, and you grow. That's the whole point. If you're not growing every day, then what are you doing? And to stay the same, is, and to expect anyone to stay the same is an insult on that person. And I feel like there's too many of our people, black people, that are staying the same. And I'm not trying to say like I'm ahead of black people, but also I'm trying to say I do want to see black people do better. And I know they can. They know they can. I just think there's a lot of self-doubt that's driven in them because they're told that their skin color matters when it really doesn't. And that's the same with uh, they call them alphabet community. I don't know if that's politically correct or not. I'm sorry if I offended, but I don't know what else. I don't know all the things. And I'm not gonna try. But you guys know what I'm talking about, and I feel like less people care about who they sleep with than they think really care. I think more people are just like, okay, we get it, dude. Shut up about it. Okay, fine, but why are you trying to like put it on kids' clothes for my kids to wear it? And it's like don't do your thing, but don't push that on me. Like religion, do your religion. I love whatever anybody wants to practice. I'm trying to figure what I'm about. You know, um, but don't push it. Don't make everyone accept it and make everyone have to be okay with it. If nobody's mistreating you, which isn't a thing, like most of the deaths of homosexuals or transgenders or whatever are due to suicide than like a hate crime or whatever. And it's usually suicide because I think they realize that even they did all of that, they're still not what they feel like they are, because no matter what you are what you are, no matter what you do to yourself. And if someone, I think Dave Shapiro, I think that's his name. He said that he believed it's a mental order, and I thought that was very offensive at first. Because, like I said, I feel this way, and I still thought that was offensive until I looked into it, and I believe he might be on to something. I mean, if you saw a cat barking, you'd be like, "What is wrong with that thing?" Right? A human has 10 fingers. If you chop off 8 of them, he's a human. It's a human with 2 fingers. If you chop off my genitals, I'm still a man without genitals. You can call yourself whatever, but don't get mad if I don't say you're a woman or whatever, because you're not. You change your name legally to, I don't know, whatever. I'll call you by your name. Mark is Marsha. I'll call you Marsha. That's your name. I'm not gonna reference you as a her or get out of here. That's not real life. I'm sorry if I offend somebody, but not really. That's just how I feel. And if you want to talk about it, we can. And I'm willing to hear what you have to say if you feel like you can teach me something. Maybe I'm ignorant about it. I'm open. And I think most people are, but we got to do what I'm doing now. But yeah, I'm rambling on too much, and I got to go. This again is not just a random video, some stuff to get off my chest in between time. And I'm just throwing it up as it comes. All right. Peace.